I was just completely like just disconnected. Disconnected from the whole world. Like even I didn't have a phone obviously around then, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this happen. So I was just working, but it was beautiful, man. Like now looking back at it, it was wicked because it gave me so much focus. Like now, obviously, when I sit down to practice, I've got my phone next to me. Then I had no phone next to me. I had no one bugging me. No one saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. It was just boom. Just concentration was on my work. I've got to do this particular exercise, this rag, just got to go in. So it was just work. And I learned so much there, man. I learned in terms of music, in terms of living with nothing, basically. Because living in a village is hard, man. Like as the year went on, it got really hot, man. So
did you have consistent electricity?
That's the thing, isn't it?
I remember those days. Actually, they still have those days in the bend.
It will be like 35, 40 degrees, up to 45 degrees, and we'll have a cut, like an electric cut for 3 days. And I'll be trying to ring the phone exchange. Baji, when is the phone going to be disconnected? Connected. He'll be like, oh, it'll be connected in the next 2 hours, or it'll be connected tomorrow, so and so day. And then living in the village, everyone's like, Baji, the bijli ain't gonna come back until like the next week. I'm like, oh my god, man, it's 45 degrees, and I'm burning. I'm like, what are we gonna do? But then literally, like, it was just, I thought, I have to do it. I'm just have to live here. So to the point where I didn't sleep. I had to. There's this thing called.
There's no way you can.
Like, just like making sure my t-shirt's like completely wet and putting it on and thinking, you know what, this will cool me down for the next couple of hours or an hour at least.
Does that work?
It worked for a bit.
Okay.
But it was hard, man. But it was beautiful as well.
Yeah. That's why I really wanted to bring that up, because I can't imagine someone else around that age deciding to leave living in a first world with every sort of luxury possible. Things that we take for granted, like TV or being able to drive down or have electricity.
Yeah.
And then choosing to live basically in a bend and have all those luxuries taken away, be away from your friends and family, and be so dedicated at such a young age.
You know, I think it
Good
was
for
just...
you.
Thank you, man. It was just... I think the whole... Because my dad had such a massive passion, it was like I wanted to do it for him, but then without even realizing it, I really wanted to do it for myself as well. And now I look back at it and I think, you know what? At that point, I was thinking, what am I doing here? I look up at the stars and I think, what the hell am I doing here? I'm from England. I've got a British passport. I've got an amazing life there. I've got great friends. I've got my mum and dad and my brother and sister living there. What am I doing here? Like, I need to go back. But then I thought, but this is like, just to become successful, you have to sacrifice things. I've been hearing that for years when I was younger as well. To become successful and to become great at something, you have to sacrifice something. And that was my sacrifice then, man. And you know what? And if I had a chance to do it again, I'd do it again.
Wow.
Simply because that's what made me into the artist I am today, man.